It's been interesting, the journey. The journey, you're always learning something, you're always experiencing something. There's always something going on. And there's no cookie cutter life or cookie cutter experience out there. Everybody's going to go through something differently throughout their life. They might have similar experiences, but they're going to go through something differently. Your story, everybody's story is different. Everybody got a different story. Everybody got different reasons, problems, excuses, wins even. Everybody's got even different successes that they're good at. Every different pathways, different walkings in life, different connections, all that. But it's been interesting, I ended up losing something that was foundational. And when you lose something foundational in your life, something major, a major piece that holds everything together, whatever that is, whatever that major thing, person, place, or thing that is removed from your life that holds everything together, that foundational piece, a lot of things around crumble because the walls are built on foundation. And if you don't have a strong foundation, the walls will crumble. And that happened to me. To have the walls crumble down, watch everything or different things around you tumble because your major piece was damaged or removed from the actual play in reality. So now the things around begin to crumble. And if you don't move fast, those things will crumble down, and then you have to rebuild everything. Yeah. So you're picking up pieces, rebuilding. How many times do you have to rebuild yourself? Pick up the pieces and learn from these experiences, learn from these mistakes, learn from these different foundational blows, these different these different life walking experiences. When do we learn from them, and how do we grow from those lessons that we've learned from? We have to take it and grow from it. Sometimes lessons are painful fertilizers that allow us to grow in life. It hurts, it stinks, it sucks. Dang. But from it, we become a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, more intelligent, more experienced, more knowledgeable. For that pathway in life, we're more experienced for that, because it's not the only time that you're going to face that. You might face it once or twice more again in your lifetime, but now you've been through it and you've overcome it, and so you got through it. What about working out? Say you get excited one day and you decide to do a whole bunch of squats. You just squat, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. You're squatting. You do all these leg exercises. And it's kind of tough. It's tough during the process. And how about afterwards? The next day and the next 2 days, 3 days, and even fourth and fifth day afterwards, your legs are on fire. You can barely bend them. You can barely move them. You can barely lift them. It hurts. It hurts so immensely when you sit down and when you stand up. But what happens after you get through that experience? What happens? Your legs, once they recover, they get better. They feel normal again after about a couple days. One day you just wake up and the pain is a little bit less. The next day is a little bit less because you've gotten through it. You've gotten a little bit stronger. That's what happens. Your body re-nourishes itself after a tough workout, and it goes through a breakdown phase where the muscles are being torn and ripped apart in a good way, but they're being torn and ripped apart every exercise or every movement, every time that you do a different lift or a different push or pull exercise is being torn, that muscle. But yet what happens is, because it's being torn, when you nourish your body, when you go to replenish your body, those nutrients seep into those gaps, and that muscle becomes a little bit stronger. That muscle becomes a little bit more resilient to that workout. It begins to grow after that tough workout. So now you got a stronger, more resilient, bigger muscle from the hard exercises that you just got finished doing, and dozens of squats and hundreds of lunges and different leg presses and leg extensions and curls, and you did all these leg exercises and your legs were on fire for the next couple of days. But after the fact, now you can run a little faster. You find once you're fully recovered, after like a week or two, you find that your legs are a little stronger. You go back to do that same exact exercise, you go through with ease now. Way easier this time. Like, oh, it's not as bad. And guess what? The next time, the next day after, the following day after that, the third and fourth and fifth day, it doesn't hurt for as bad, or it doesn't hurt for as long as it did previously, because your legs are now stronger. They're able to withstand that amount of pressure, that amount of tension, amount of stress that you're putting on those legs. And that's the same thing with life. Doesn't matter what we go through, once we've made it through it, we become stronger from it. It's a lesson. Sometimes it's a tough and difficult lesson to learn and understand, and basically just go through the process. Sometimes it just takes time to learn that lesson. But we get stronger because sometimes it hurts. Most of the time, a lot of the life lessons that we get or experience, they hurt sometimes. We messed up on something, made a wrong decision, we made a wrong turn, we did the wrong move, said the wrong thing, made the wrong purchase, made the wrong sale, should have held on to it, should have let it go a long time ago, whatever the reason, whatever the experience. But life will give you an experience that you're going to feel, and that because you feel it, it has become a lesson, because now you've hurting from it and you begin to grow from it, because you're aware of what now this lesson is. You understand how to get through it, you understand what to look for, and you understand how to overcome it. And that's the most important thing, is how to get past the challenges that life presents us. You know, we can either get stuck, use it as a roadblock, or we can be a visionary and tap within and find solutions and scenarios to grow and overcome those situations that are presented to us. So come on, guys, let's focus on growing and learning from these lessons, and let's just make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. You got it.